Follow the money. That's what I always say. You always follow the money. Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Paulie Howard on VSiN.
Great moments in history have begun with a question.
To be or not to be, that is the question.
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor?
And what kind of hair product does Mitch Moss use? But Follow the Money wants to know.
Do you concur? Concur with what, sir? Do you concur?
All right, let's get into it right now. The Spurs would be up 2-0 if Pop was on the sidelines. Real or Fugazi? Or do you concur?
Yeah, I do concur with that. Again, going back to what we just said in the previous segment about you can't take anything away from the Knicks. I'm not.
I will say everyone's inexperience is showing.
Big
including
time,
the
Paul.
coach. Yes, you got to call a timeout there.
I would totally agree with that. I personally, again, hated the final two shots that they drew up. You were okay with the Wemby shot because it was a good look. I thought you could have done something better than that. I would absolutely think that with Pop, yes, it would have been a different story here. And it ties into this next one as well. Because of the lack of experience overall by the Spurs, a huge problem for them so far in this game. A healthy Thunder team would be up 2-0 over the Knicks. Do you concur with that? They've been there, done that. They were the defending champs. The biggest, they would not have these meltdowns, I don't think.
I don't know what kind of whistle that'd be the weird thing too.
Yeah, that's hard to predict.
Because it's OKC.
But they have the guys with all of those miles on the odometer that San Antonio doesn't have, and
maybe Cat would dominate too. Maybe Cat would be the lead story if it'd be 1-1 or 2-0 Knicks. Just how well the team's playing, other than Brunson's scoring, but he's not shooting well. Hasn't been efficient.
No, he hasn't been. And I don't. Again, taking nothing away from the Knicks. In fact, if they finish in the sweep, it's I think the best NBA Finals I've ever had in my entire life. If they finish the sweep,
it's the best playoff run too.
Yeah,
they're able to do that.
That's exactly right.
Yes. Tony Brothers can't work another game. I think we all agree on this, and we agree on, especially on social media. The Knicks got a terrible whistle Friday night.
Oh,
come on.
And surprise,
the Robinson T, the two ticky-tack fouls on Downs. Oh,
now people have asked me the question. I don't know how to answer it other than it's the NBA, so you never know. They just were like, okay, Towns is going to get two quick ones here to make sure that it's going to be a close game here, and maybe the Spurs win this to tie it up at one apiece. I don't know. I mean, if you really want to put the tinfoil hat on, that's up to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, but people think that, and then that's what it looked like.
Sure.
I mean, they didn't shoot a free throw in the second half till 2 minutes on the challenge on OG's three.
Do you think
they missed that call?
Do you think it's a coincidence that Game 2, along with Game 5 in the Oklahoma City series, were so bad? Same crew was on the case.
I know, same guy. I go back to that as well. Right. And how about Richard Jefferson there's too much physicality here.
He said that,
You got to call something. If it's a foul, you got to call it. There's bodies everywhere. It's been a rough go of it, the last couple series, how physical it's been. Towns should be closer to $2 for Finals MVP, not plus 185. Do you concur?
Right now, yes, but that can change. I would say he has, I always use the word clearly, obvious. Not everybody's the same. But to me, anyway, it's stuck out like a sore thumb. He's the best player in the series, and he's been the most valuable. Now, I don't want to take any away from what Brunson has done in the fourth quarter. Great, but overall, it's a 48-minute game in 4 quarters.
They also went right at him in the fourth quarter.
For sure.
Part of that 14-0 run.
Until they got back into that game.
Yeah.
And he has been super inefficient. That has to play into it. And, oh, by the way, to go back to what Wemby talked about with the MVP award in the regular season, defense is 50% of the game.
Yep.
Towns has been phenomenal on defense. Phenomenal.
Yep.
And he set the tone immediately by bullying Wemby in Game 1, and he has been great defensively and even better offensively. So, yes, right now, but again, things can change, but right now he should be the favorite, yeah.
So all 3 games at the Garden would surpass the Super Bowl, every Super Bowl but one, for ticket prices. There's nothing you would pay, because going back after Game 2, the get-in price was over $10,000. It's come down now. But there's nothing you would pay to see for $10,000. Do you concur?
Yeah, I can't.
Can you think of anything?
No,
Can the audience? Can you think of anything?
No, I mean, Paul, Metallica's playing at the Sphere out here in Las Vegas. Good tickets can be had for I'm not paying $5,000 to go see them. Yeah. I'm not going to do that.
There's a bucket list item, but then it's also, what are you going to...
Sure, what are you going to get down and dirty with here? And I don't
those
think
aren't even
anything.
Good seats. Those are obstructed view seats, some of them.
Yeah.
They were going for $10,000.
But also, like, we become a little jaded as we get older. Like, if I don't know, like Sebastian's 2 years old right now. If he, turns out to be a huge fan of whatever team and he's 10 years old and I can have a chance to take him to go see it, then maybe I would do it. Because as a kid, like, I love the teams that I rooted for way more than I am now as an adult. And I've just, I've walked the earth. It doesn't impact me the same way that it once did. So I think things change as well. Like, would I pay like a lot of money to go to an SEC game to watch LSU and Alabama on a Saturday night? Sure,
Yeah, sure. Bucket list
but
item,
I wouldn't pay
nothing.
$10,000 for that.
Yeah.
That'd be ridiculous. It'd be irresponsible, by the way. What do you think about this tonight? The way it plays out could be a top 3 sports moment / crowd / atmosphere.
Absolutely. I concur. The hunger. Most people haven't seen them win anything. The long drought for New York sports teams. Are we going to blow this moment that could creep in? For the first time ever, a sitting president's at the game. How likable this team is. You're going against the alien who's probably going to put on a show. And they can keep this run going with the winning streak as well. It's always a zoo at the Garden.
Oh, yeah.
But now just multiply it by 10, what it's going to be like tonight, knowing that they could go up 3-0. Then that would top it would be Wednesday night. Wednesday would top it if they win tonight.
I need to see what this is going to look like on TV first, actually, because are we going to have tens of thousands of people wandering the streets? I don't think we are, right?
Well, that takes away from it, right?
Of course
watch
it does.
Parties, and you can't be around the area if you don't have a ticket. And all, yes.
Yeah, that's
right.
That's going to impact it, I think, overall.
I'm wondering about it. Are you, like Paul said, no, I'm running out of patience. I can't do it anymore. But what are you going to have left in the tank?
When it's done?
If you're waiting in line for 2 hours just to get in.
No, it's a full day thing.
It is.
Yeah, and I'm somewhat patient. You're not at all.
No.
But also, the older that I get, the big crowd thing. I'm
with you.
Yeah.
I know. Yep.
Shaq has hurt inside the NBA.
Oh.
Do you concur?
100%.
Oh, wow.
100%. I was so mad Friday night.
You mean overall or just like
everything.
on Friday?
Okay, there's a lot of things here. Barkley
Are
was
you sure I'm the right guy here?
What?
Are you sure it's Shaq?
Oh, Kenny? What?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Running to the board for 20
yeah.
years, I know.
Yeah.
He can't. This is like Phil Jackson said about Kobe Bryant. Nobody can get to your 9. Nobody can get to your 10. You're so good. You're all-time great. So your 6 is better than most people's 10. Shaq cannot get it in his head that he's one in a generation and one of a one. He was 7'1", 350. All he had to do was just stand there and then move. I would say he didn't have much skill. He never worked on his conditioning, and he couldn't make a free throw, and the guy was a liability at the end of games. Mm-hmm. But this whole thing with the man the ball, dominate, take over, Wemby, I want 40 and 20. You can't. He's skinny. He's got to put weight on. You were 7'1".
Yeah.
You're 7'1". No one's had a body like this ever. Mm-hmm. You're 7'1", 350. He doesn't understand it.
No,
He's like come out, dominate, dude. Look what I did. I went for. Everyone should come out and drop 35 and 20, no problem. Every big guy. It's like it doesn't work that way.
Well, yeah,
that's not analysis. You were one of one.
Yeah, through his time, he was the most dominating player. I mean, I never saw.
Way to guard him.
I never saw Wilt Chamberlain play. Right. I'll take that out. But he was the most dominating player I've ever seen in the NBA through his time. I think he's been surpassed by a couple of guys.
Well, think Wilt, but put another 100 pounds.
Of course,
on.
Exactly right. So it was just, and he didn't have to do anything beyond that. Do you think Shaq had a 10-foot turnaround? Could you rely on him for a 15-footer? Of course not.
No.
It was a one-trick pony basically down low. Mm-hmm. But he dominated at what he did. And so, he
was unguardable because of how big he was.
If you want to talk about
physical force,
who's more talented, Shaq at his peak powers or Wemby right now? It's not even a conversation. Yeah. Wemby is obviously more talented,
but he also forgets it. And I tweeted this. It was great for Barkley because Shaq's letting Wemby have it at halftime.
Yeah,
and he goes, "He's young. It happens. You got swept the first time you made the finals,
right?"
And you guys went out and also partied for almost a week.
He pushed back and he's like, "Well, did I show up?" He goes, "I showed up," and then EJ, I'm sorry. Yeah, Ernie said, well, Nick Anderson brought that up. And I don't think Shaq wanted to have that conversation.
Yeah.
So
it was very good, though. Mm-hmm. But I'm glad Barkley said that. It's happened to all the greats, even the tragic Johnson. So being young and inexperienced is still a big deal. Carolina must make a goalie change tomorrow night. Do you concur?
I'm not as strong on that as you are.
Anderson was not at practice. It was Bussy.
Well, it's going to be him then. I mean, I think the obvious thing is to say yes, but even you would admit that those goals were not completely all on Anderson.
No, Oshie nailed it. They hung him out to dry. But it's just the boost that he gave the team, and a lot of times it wakes the team up when you do that. But also, he was incredible. I couldn't believe it. He hadn't played since April 14th.
That can be
and
a
the
good
only
thing.
goal was a fluke goal.
Yeah.
Stops the penalty shot cold. Every awesome job. Good. And that's going to be the way they go and how they're going to attack it. See if they get a lift. Knicks heading home with all the momentum. If you're riding with New York, Pauly Market lets you cash out before the final buzzer. Get started with a free $50. Use promo code BUZZ at Pauly Market. $50 for free. All the great markets, Chalamet, mentions, politics, weather. It's awesome. Everything up there, the creativity and the traders and everything they have with the menu. Get up to Pauly Market now. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Get started now. $50 free. Code BUZZ. BUZZ at Pauly Market. Knicks are still 2.5? Up there?
Last check, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
There it is on the screen.
Oh, that
looks good.
Perfect. Yep. Up next, we'll dive into Game 3. Historical stats with this current Knicks run. And it hasn't just been one or two things. They're super impressive across pretty much every category. And a couple of things I want to throw at you with the MVP of this series, which I'll do coming up on Follow the Money. It's VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
Let me get your attention real quick, podcast listeners. I've got something for you that almost feels too good to be true. First, credit where credit's due. If you're listening to this podcast, you're already leveling up your betting game. You're riding along with our best bets and top angles. And when there's a good game on, you're getting involved with a few props and alt markets as well. There's one more layer if you really want to step things up, and that's VSiN Pro. I've mentioned it before, but things are only getting better for our pro subscribers. We just rolled out our MLB prop projections, breaking down some of the best edges across strikeouts, hits, home runs, and more. And that's on top of everything else pro subscribers already get, including public betting splits, expert picks, and betting guides across the sports calendar. If you haven't tried it yet, stop sleeping on it. You can get your first month just $9.99 or save big with promo code POD26 on the annual subscription. Hit the link in the description and start cashing in with VSiN Pro. All right, back to the show.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Thanks for checking in today. Coming up in 15 minutes, the World Cup also starts this week. We'll analyze that with some best bets. Adam Zadroik's going to join the program. He has a bunch of clubs that he likes to make the quarterfinals, including at least one long shot, and a team that he's going to give out to lose all of their group games. I can't wait to find out those numbers and why he likes them.
Ladderman is back tonight. He's up at BetMGM. He's up over $2 million. He's taking the Knicks again, but he's not laying the points. He buys it up to the other direction, which is leaving a lot of money on the table, but it works out for him, and he's been good. He also got lucky in Game 1 when against the Cavs when they were down 22 with 7 minutes left, and one better at DraftKings is 2 wins away from $1 million. Right after they eliminated Atlanta, he bet 40-some thousand at 19-1 on the Knicks.
Yep.
So that cash out,
I guess,
keeps going up.
By the way, with Ladderman here doing all of these with the Knicks, if it's not broken, I guess he's going to say that to people, right? Why would I fix it?
But I know listener Lance is going the other way.
I know.
And look what happened last game, too. At least take a little piece of the money line. These incredible stats on the Knicks. They've second longest playoff winning streak in history. They can tie the 2017 Warriors if they sweep. They've outscored their opponents by 273 points. That's the best 13-game stretch of any team in playoff history. They're shooting 40% from three. Only 2 teams in history have attempted 440 or more three-pointers and made 40% over any 13-game playoff span. The 2021 Clippers and LeBron and the Cavs in 2017. They've grabbed 113 more rebounds. Only 5 teams in history, all champions, have accomplished that.
Mm-hmm.
92 more assists. Towns is averaging 6.2 dimes during the winning streak. At no point, regular season or playoffs, has he done that before. 3.5 tonight again at Caesars and Will Hill, 12-2 over that number going back. Their offensive rating is 123. It'd be the greatest offense in NBA history if it was a full season. Only 4 other times in history has a team won 13 straight with an offensive rating that high. It was this year's Denver Nuggets. Last year, the Cavs did it. The defensive rating is 101. That would be the best of any team in that span. They've won 4 games by 30 or more. Only one team in NBA history has won 4 games by 30 or more in any single postseason. They've outscored their opponents by a combined 118 points in their 3 closeout games. They're the first team in history to have 3 20-plus point series clinching wins, except all 3 were by 30-plus. Brunson's averaging 26 a game, and the cheapest ticket going back to Sunday was $9,200, the get-in price, although that's come down now with the pomp and circumstance and what's going on. Unbelievable.
Yeah, truly. Okay, so with that in mind, the Spurs have led in the final 2 minutes.
Yes, I know.
In both these games.
Yes.
So a couple things here on the MVP I wanted to throw at you. Again, right now, Brunson, you can find him at, I think, plus 120 is the highest number that I saw him at this morning. And Towns is plus 175 in that neighborhood. And I agree with you. As of right now, like if it would have been a 2-game series and it's over with, Towns would have to be the winner, I would think anyway. These are voters, though, so you never know.
Well,
it's difficult to handicap them.
Well, Barkley and others are just saying it's the best game of the life he ever played, game
Sure.
1, and how he played in game 2 and he was in foul trouble.
But I would also say that betting the MVP right now is a bet on forecasting what's going to happen in either the next 2 games or the remainder of the series, depending on how many games, obviously, that's going to go. So Brunson has been inefficient, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
He's also been extremely clutch. And people will remember what happens in the fourth quarter more than anything else. Cat's always in foul trouble. You've been saying that for 3 months now. So this number is long gone on Brunson with a prolific, efficient performance in which he's extremely clutch yet again. Like tonight, if he goes for 35 points and he's 11 of 17 from the floor and he's really good in the fourth quarter and they win again, he'll go to minus $3 tomorrow, minus $4. So I would also point this out on the flip side with Towns. Have you noticed these post-game interviews with him?
They've been good.
His sound bites have been sensational.
Yeah.
And talking about his mom, and
Also Calipari. You are getting down low. You're going to be on the block. He said, well, I might be one of the best big man shooters of all time.
Sure.
And everyone told me, no, don't do it.
Like he's really going out of his way and giving just like phenomenal answers for like 90 seconds to 2 minutes. Yeah. And I wonder, and when he brings up his mom and how much she meant to him and passing away, like, would that win voters over? Also, I was talking to Doug Kazarian about this. How about this question that he asked me? I wonder if a voter wants to stick it to Becky Hammond.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Can't win with a small guy.
That's
best
right.
Player.
That's right. Again, and my comeback was that's outstanding. And you never know how voters will treat something like this.
Well, she's proven wrong once they win. But that's not bad.
Yeah.
I still like Wemby to lead in points.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, he's a minus 170.
No, I know he is. Yeah, that's.
Yep. I think you're going to see a very aggressive Wemby the next couple of games, and Brunson has struggled with his shots. Montesano bet Shamet at 14-1, most threes. It's down to 10-1. He's only 1 back. I see both sides. I know he's a bench player, but you might get blowouts. Plus, he was awesome in game 2. He continues to knock shots down.
I like what Nick Whalen said earlier. And if you missed it, you can go back and listen to the Follow the Money podcast, wherever. He said, like, the role for Shamet is going to remain the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would it change?
Yeah. Bench has been great. Champagne's minus 130, OG plus 550. So is Vassell. The lead in rebounds. Cat minus $2 now.
Right. He's got a 4 rebound lead.
You know, like Wemby could have 17 or 18, but looks like a good lead for Cat.
By the way, shop around for this, by the way. because Hart's all over the place. I used it was a very small bet, but
he's 16 at DK. That seems to be a great number.
Yeah, I got a boost down today that made him almost 17-1 on that. And I love the Paul Bovey breakdown when he joined us last hour, actually.
I'm with Paul. Rebounds, assists over, but points under. 3 points total in the series so far for Hart. An assist leader, Brunson and Fox tied at plus 190. This is a great Castle plus 230, Hart 9-1.
Well, I think you got to be feeling pretty decent if you bet Fox before the series. In that, you're not feeling great about it, but you're feeling okay. And like, if we get that Fox again tonight, I think the Spurs can win the game. I just don't I don't really expect Castle to have a great game offensively. I just don't. And I think that Harper obviously played really well again in the last game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I need that guy in the court as much as possible. And I want to play some of his props over, including like the rebound prop with him. Rebounds, by the way, we're getting asked about rebound props on Twitter. It's a big time hustle stat, by the way. Like, that's guts and determination out there. And like, if Hart is going to play 35 minutes tonight, you have to love him to almost push for like 10 plus rebounds in the game. Because that guy flies all over the court as much as any guy in like the last couple of years in the NBA.
Now Towns has done a great job, and it certainly wasn't his fault. 2 of those calls were absurd.
I would agree.
But I'm still worried about, does Old Town show up? And he's on the bench again.
That ties into the rebound prop and also the MVP.
That's why I took Wemby before the series started. The Knicks to go undefeated on the road was 9-1. The Knicks to sweep at FanDuel was 16-1.
That was before it started?
Yeah.
Okay. So
buzzer beater was 18-1. Almost had
one.
Those were props before. And Brunson to average score 20 a game and 25 a game. That was up in well, and who would score more points?
How much do we like Cornette tonight?
How many minutes is he going to get? I don't know.
If I tell you 7,
it's been a weird lineup. Some of the stuff they've done, I just don't get it, and I don't understand not calling the timeout there.
Neither do I.
The stupid. I don't. So you have a foul to give. You don't just foul for the sake of fouling, because it came back to bite him once he turned the ball over. And then the other thing, I'm a big proponent of, you got to get a 2-for-1, but don't just shoot it for the sake of shooting it.
I know.
Like they did with 30s, not from that distance. I mean, if you're going to get that shot, the hell with it. Right? Bad.
Yes, yeah.
Bad. Love the market. It's awesome. The menu's fantastic. There's Epstein props. There's what will Trump say? What will Trump post in June? Highest temperature in various cities around the globe. How many games will Chamalay attend? It's awesome. Get up to Pauley Market, and the Knicks are heading home with all the momentum. They're laying 2.5 at Pauley Market, and you can cash out before the final buzzer, unlike traditional sports books when you're locked in until the game ends. Get started with free money, $50 on them. Use code BUZZ at Pauley Market. $50 free, code BUZZ. Get up there today, and you'll love the menu at Pauley Market. Go get it.
World Cup starts this week. Mexico will get it going against South Africa. Some best bets on that match, and also futures with Adam Zadroit coming up next here on VSiN.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Great time of year. Icing on the cake begins this week. We get the 2026 World Cup underway. And to talk about it, we go out to the Progressive guest line. Adam Zadroik joins the program now. RotoWire Soccer. Follow him at RotoZadroik, Zdroik. Adam, thanks for the time today. How are you?
Thanks for having me. Yeah, super busy.
I'm sure.
Everyone needs their World Cup analysis here. We're a few days out, and it's just ramping up a little bit more now that United States is finally in the World Cup again.
Yep. Okay, so we'll get some futures coming up in a second. Let's begin with the lid lifter to the tournament, if you will, and that is Mexico taking on South Africa on Thursday. This has a 3:00 Eastern start time, noon out here on the West Coast. What do you make of this match and the numbers that you saw for it?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to be all over Mexico here. This is just a completely weird spot for South Africa to be playing in Mexico City in the opening match. These teams played 2010. South Africa got a point from that game. It was the Vuvuzela World Cup where they got the opening goal, ended up 1-1. A little different situation here. Mexico City, Mexico, just a better team overall. South Africa didn't really have to play much to get into this spot, into the World Cup. And they are a pretty big favorite. You could take -1.5. You could take Mexico. I kind of like Mexico over 2.5 goals as well. I think they're going to score. This is going to be a second half where South Africa may be getting a little tired, just dealing with the Mexico City elevation a little bit. So I'm all over Mexican props as well, over 5.5 corners for Mexico. You could take Raul Jimenez to score a goal. His odds are actually pretty good considering that Mexico are such a big favorite that you can get in some places maybe +150 for Raul Jimenez to score. That's Mexico's starting striker. So I like the odds there. Usually if you have odds like that and a starting striker, it's usually closer to even odds. So that one kind of stood out to me.
Good find by you. What do you think the ceiling is for Mexico in this tournament?
The ceiling, I think it'll be interesting because there's a chance if they get in a certain spot in their group, if they win their group and England win their group, there is a chance in the round of 32 or maybe the round of 16 that they would play England in Mexico City. Mm-hmm. So that would be, I think, just an ugly game where Mexico tries to just muck this thing up, make it a little dirty. They're in Mexico City, try and go for like a 1-0 kind of win there. I think that game could be interesting. I'm not sure. I'm going to pick Mexico to beat England, so probably the round of 16 is where I'd be looking at, but I wouldn't say England are guaranteed to win that game if that's the actual matchup there.
Okay, this is intriguing. Let's go to Group F. Tunisia to lose all their group matches. Take it away, please.
Yeah, I looked at this one about a week ago. Then they had a friendly where they were just absolutely dominated late last week. And you just look at Group F, Netherlands, Japan, Sweden. I think you could look at them and say, yeah, all these teams are noticeably better than Tunisia. Tunisia is another team. I look at this teams that, kind of played weaker teams to qualify, didn't really have to do much to qualify to get into the spot. Now that we have a 48 team Team World Cup. So Sweden, you're playing against a lot of studs, Isak, Gyökeres, guys from the Premier League. Netherlands, pretty standout team. Japan play well together as a team, even if they don't have all the standout players as some of the other teams. I just don't think Tunisia are very good. And I think at a minimum, those other teams all are going to be fighting for wins and know that is the one game they need the 3 points in if all these teams want to advance, which I think is going to be very possible from Group F.
Very good. Some other futures here. You have 3 teams to make the quarters, including 1 long shot. Who do you like, and what kind of odds are we talking about here for these 3 clubs?
Yeah, my favorite thing to look at because, some of the odds, if you bet on Spain or France, some of these teams actually win the World Cup, you're getting +400, +450, +500 for a team to win 8 games or 5 games in knockouts, which is okay. Not my favorite thing, but at some sites you can parlay quarterfinal bets. And a couple of mine, I just want to focus on what do the best routes look like. So a couple of teams, Argentina, Portugal, we'll take it to say, okay, they're going to win their group. And if they win their group, they're in just better situations of playing either third place teams or runner-ups on their way to the quarterfinal. Both those teams are roughly about even odds, a little better than even odds, which is why I kind of pinpoint in those teams instead of like the Spains or Frances, because you're getting minus odds in those. And personally to me, those ones just aren't as fun to bet on. So I like pointing out the routes that these teams are going to get. Argentina and Portugal, if they both get to the quarterfinal after they win their group, they could be playing each other. The other one of my more upset picks would be Netherlands to make the quarterfinal. And they're in an interesting situation. They had a couple of injuries last game. One of their stud wingers actually got hurt on Sunday. So that one is kind of a blow. But I think overall, Morocco is a team that plays well together. They made the semifinals 4 years ago. They played well in AFCON and Africa in that cup. And I think overall, they just have a team that's maybe not a bunch of A-level players, but I think a really good B-level players that play well together. And sometimes that's kind of all you need in the World Cup. And I think, they have their first games against Brazil. I think they can get a point out of that. I think that there's a real chance that they could actually win that group. And even if they don't, I still think it's a winnable section. If they get second place in that group, they could have to go through Netherlands. That'll be an interesting game if it happens. But Morocco would be about plus 400 odds, depending where you look, to get to a quarterfinal, which I think is just pretty good odds. Given that I think Morocco, I think you could consider them maybe, I don't know if this is, over exaggeration, but I think they could be a top 10 team. If just looking at the World Cup. I know the odds don't say that, but me personally, just the way that they play, I think that you could argue they're a top 10 team.
Okay. And then what about Spain? Obviously dealing with at least one key injury here heading into the tournament, obviously. But I know that they were, if you go back a month, maybe more than that, they were along with France. And the odds would reflect this, but everybody who I talked to was like, yeah, Spain's the best team in the entire world. Where are you at with Spain going into this thing?
I think Spain is just the most consistent team, and we have France, maybe the most talented attack, and obviously they're the other favorite that everyone's kind of talking about. They still have some questions with, there's stuff going on with them of teammates telling Mbappe to play a little more defense kind of a thing, and weird stuff like that. And the big thing for Spain with Lamine Yamal, seems like he's going to be healthy. He's going to be ready for the first game. Probably not going to start the first game, but they're going to ramp his minutes up a little bit following a muscle injury. So their best player, stud teenager, he's going to be ready. And you look at Spain's run, assuming they're going to get first place in their group, I think they have a pretty favorable run in their first group. And then going to knockouts, one of the other teams in that region, if Belgium finished first in their group, would be Belgium, who I don't think are actually very good in terms of that. So I think just overall in terms of the bracket, getting Spain to the semifinal, and I know it's not my favorite thing, just plus 100 on Spain to get to the semifinal, because again, this is a lot of games in a row and you're only getting even odds on it. But Spain, solid defense, probably arguably one of the best midfields of the World Cup, and Lamine Yamal and a bunch of goal scorers around him. Pretty standout squad. That's going to be tough for them to actually get knocked out once it gets to those stages. So I think their run's pretty good, and even odds to the semifinal, I'll take Spain.
Anybody for the Golden Boot?
The Golden Boot is a little tricky, and we have these injuries. Lamine Yamal's odds have dropped to plus 2,200. It was one I was kind of eyeing a little bit, because he started at plus 1,400, then this injury kind of took over a little bit. If you actually want to go to Spain, one of their guys, Mikel Oyarzabal, is plus 1,400. If I'm on Spain, he has a potential to get a hat trick in the first game against Cape Verde. He was their leading scorer in the qualification stages as well. So just another player that maybe he was initially overshadowed in the odds because of Yamal, but throwing the Yamal injury of where Yamal's not going to be playing or starting the first couple games, which are, arguably the easiest games for Spain. So you can look at that plus 1,400 if you like Spain. If you like France, maybe an upset pick instead of Mbappe at plus 600 would be Dembele, France's forward at plus 2,500. So you could look at a couple routes like that. I don't usually like picking some of the favorites. That's kind of why I mentioned Dembele over Mbappe.
Fair enough. Adam, great job. Everybody can follow you on X at Roto Zdroik, Zdroik. Does a great job with RotoWire. Thanks so much for the time, and best of luck for the tournament. We appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Good luck.
He was on the Progressive guest line. Polymarket lets you get in and cash out whenever you want. So that can be very key, by the way, with the World Cup. If you're talking about maybe some middle chances, you want to do over-unders, whatever it is, you get a team with a lead, bada bing, bada boom. No waiting.
No detector.
There you go. Yeah, 53rd minute, cash out of that bad boy. Unlike traditional books, grab a free $50 to get started with the promo code BUZZ at Polymarket. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. It's here Thursday now all of a sudden. We'll have a game when we're on the air. The Mexico game is going to be on live.
Great menu, great markets, everything from own goals, penalties, scoregamis. Oh, it's fantastic.
We will recap our best bets from the weekend and tell you what we betted for tonight and upcoming events as well. This is Follow the Money on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
has an algorithm to determine the winner of any given college basketball game.
Someone gives you 10,000 to 1 on anything. You take it. Take it. Take it.
I bet you $20 I can get you gambling before the end of the day. No way. I'll give you 3 to 1 odds. Nope. 5 to 1. Nope. 10 to 1. You're up.
Nigel Seeley tomorrow. Jonathan Davis tomorrow. More Stanley Cup. Knicks reaction. Game 4 Wednesday. Should have been a 5-1 over the weekend. Tough beats. They needed double overtime to get me. Start with the Wings. They are on fire. Did that game live up to the hype or what? 104-96 over the Sparks. Everything over. Player props, game over, in play. That game was something. And the Wings get it done again. Josh Hart under points. He didn't score. 0-4 from the field. Towns over assists. Cashes again. 12-2 run. Right back with him. More on that in a second. The under. No shot. Game explodes again in the third period. Carter Hart under saves. They get me in double overtime. Svechnikov under 2.5 shots. He gets 3 in double overtime. Unbelievable. Champagny most threes in the series. Plus 270. He's the leader so far. Wemby most rebounds. Minus 140. Needs a big one tonight. Or cat foul trouble. Brunson 20 plus points in every game. Plus 240. Still alive. OG MVP 40-1. Not looking good. Spurs in 6. We're in trouble there. 6-1. With all the new plays. Cat over assists again. 3.5 minus 150 at Caesars and Will Hill. Hart under points. Phillies on the run line. Corbin last 11 starts against Philly. 0-8 with an ERA of 7 and change. And it's our guy Sanchez on the mound for the Phillies. Also look at Devers' total bases. He's hit in 600 career against Michaelis. And own goals for the entire World Cup. Under 10.5. Let's go. Good luck.
Is that a trend? Or just too high of a number?
I think that's too high of a number. 11 own goals? That's a lot.
Feels like a lot.
Yes.
I think we have some common plays here, Paulie. Recapping the weekend. So, good result. That was the best WNBA game I've ever. Not that I've bet a zillion games in my life, but
everything got there.
So we thought that that one could live up to the hype, and it was better than that.
Plum over a points and assists.
Yep. She went over assists yesterday again too.
Yeah.
But on Friday, the Sparks team total over 89.5, along with the Wings. That parlay got there at plus 205. Plum over 5.5 assists, plus 110 was good. Becker's over 5.5, plus 119 winner. Did you see what she finished with?
No.
14.
Oh.
You can kiss any decent number goodbye.
Oh.
The Knicks plus 6.5 winner. The Wings Sparks over 178.5 was a winner.
Lynx are on a great run. Wings are on a great run, and the Chicago Sky stink. They're on an 0-7 ATS run. Got blown out again.
I think the Wings and Lynx play tomorrow.
Yeah. Sounds good.
2 Ks from Michael King away from having a perfect Friday night. He finished with 4 despite going 6 innings, so that was the one blemish on the Friday card. Pending. Stan Coven most shots on goal in the series. Well, when Marner has 10 in a game, probably lights out. I'm with you on Champagny, most 3-pointers in the series. Fitzpatrick top 10, that was a loser. He did not finish top 10 this past week. Knicks to win the title, bet this before game 2, minus 125. A couple of American League MVP bets that I talked about last week. Jose Ramirez, 40. Shea Langoliers, 33. New bets here that we have tonight. Okay. Yeah, you ran it down with the Phillies minus the run line there, or on the run line, Paulie. They have owned Corbin going back, and it's Sanchez going to factor in your bet. But I played the Phillies first 5 over 2.5 plus 105, and I played them for the game over 4.5 plus 105 as well. This was my same approach with the Braves last time out, and it worked.
Yep.
Fingers are crossed that it gets the job again done tonight because they're on the road. They're going to get all 9 of their licks in this game. We haven't even touched on this today. I mean, you want to talk about good luck in college football.
I got some great quotes coming up.
With the rules. Are you serious with this? Sorsby's going to miss 2 games. Okay, he's back in. I bet Texas. I had to do it to win the Big 12 even money. When Brad Powers came on last month and he said they are easily double-digit figures in all their games, and they would be even without him, but with him, I'm okay with even money on June 8th or whatever today is.
A lot of stuff moved. What a ruling. Oh,
Crazy. And I have to do it. I'm on the Spurs tonight. You can do this. You can bet it at DraftKings and other spots. First quarter money line minus 105 in the game.
you get lost up in the menu at Pauly Market. Oh, it's so good. Midterms, what Trump will say in post, what will be said on the next Joe Rogan Experience pod, mentions, NBA, get up there. Knicks heading home with all the momentum. If you're riding with New York, Pauly Market lets you cash out before the final buzzer. Get started now. Free money. They're giving you $50. Use code BUZZ. It's that easy. Pauly Market code BUZZ for $50 free. Restrictions and requirements apply. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Will Chalamet go to every game? Phenomenal stuff up there. Get the Pauly Market. Get your $50 now. Code BUZZ.
Give them to me. I'm here for all of the Texas Tech and Sorsby quotes.
Oh my God, I got time. Good. Come on. I just had it. Okay. Coaches, ADs disgusted, stunned by the ruling. The reaction was unanimous. ACC Commissioner Jim Phillips. This erodes the integrity of our process. A Big 12 AD disgusted. We have lost our soul. Georgia AD forbids his school to play Texas Tech.
Oh,
Scott Strickland, Florida, stunned, brought up the 1919 Black Sox scandal. It's a fundamental thing in sports that if you're going to participate, you can't gamble, especially on your own team. K-State AD Gene Taylor. The ramifications of today's ruling are significant and could have broad impacts across college, creating great concern amongst our membership. There have been side comments about not playing Texas Tech from conference teams as well. A sad day for not only college sports, but college sports in general. I give them credit for admitting and seeking help. I'm not an addiction professional, so what do I know? Utah AD disheartened. Clear violations. Ethical guidelines. The rules were well established. Sonny Dykes adds he's worried his players might think it's okay to bet on football now. You only get 2 games.
I wonder how long this is going to last. Like, will this wear off? Is this going to be a 24-hour news cycle? Or will teams actually keep that attitude? Like, we want nothing to do with playing Texas Tech moving forward. This is a great tweet from Scott Van Pelt. There really aren't any rules. You just go to court. If it fails,
judge.
Go to court again.
Yeah, right.
Until a judge says that you're all set. Want a 7th year? Sure. Broke rules? It's fine. There aren't any rules. I mean,
You were in a G League team?
It doesn't matter. You want to come back and play?
Yeah.
Fine. No problem. This is still, I mean, it's getting worse.
It's official now. He only gets 2 games in the cupcakes.
That's it. That's it.
It's Abilene Christian, another gimme. That's it.
So this is, again, the kind of bet where, again, we have almost 100 days left. Not quite now anymore. Until college football begins. I'm okay with even money. If I lose, I lose. So what? I'll tie my money up on an even money bet that long. This to me is like, okay, I want to bet a division winner in Major League Baseball on March 15th. Well, guess what? Your bet's going to be tied up for 6.5 months. Here, I have to take it. They are clearly the best team, and somehow, some way, this kid's going to be playing quarterback. How is this story not dead and buried a month ago already? Are you serious?
Wow.
It still has life, and now he only gets 2 games. So anything's on the table. This is absolute for the people who have been using the phrase "Wild Wild West." Here you go.
Yep.
Never a better example of that.
Not a soccer expert. Thanks. Send in your breakdown. Send in the plops. The props are all over the place. It's so good. But someone did there's a prop at DraftKings, fastest goal of the tournament, over under 53 seconds. And a guy had a breakdown on that. That would surprise you. Total penalties. Scorigami. Plus 350. Now what the hell would that be? Going back in history, what we have.
Oh boy.
Think about every single soccer match in the world. Scorigami, plus 350. First time winner. Cards, corners, goals. Who will advance farther? All this stuff. Oh, it's fantastic.
Wouldn't you need, top of my head here, would you not need more than plus 350 for a Scorigami in soccer?
Yeah.
You need.
I imagine there's been a 6-4 and
there you go.
A 6-3 something. Yes.
Yanni Diaz already a home run.
Oh, yeah.
He remains blazing hot. That's now 7 home runs in this hot streak. So all of his props have already cashed for tonight. But yeah, you need like 8-4 for a soccer match to come in.
How long are they going to wait to hold this game off? Trump went to the U.S. Open. A lot of people missed the first set. So how long will they say? Because these tickets are going. Someone paid $1 million for 2 tickets.
You imagine paying $50,000
and you miss a quarter?
And you're locked out of the game for a quarter?
You're at least looking at a 2-hour wait to get in.
Would you demand your money back? You're not going to get it, but...
Wonder how long... Everyone is adamant this game's going to start late. How late is the question?
All right, that's it for us. Stay tuned. Prime time. And
2-0 Yankee.
Definitely have this on the multi-view tonight on YouTube TV. They'll take you through the entire live betting game that you have for Game 3. Spurs and Knicks. Go get them tonight. Good luck. We'll see you.